You got this shit knocking though.
All right, man, we back. You know what it is, the Not So Cool podcast.
Sure. What episode?
Man, I don't know. We've been gone a long time.
Oh, my God.
I've been gone a long time. But who cares about that? Because I'm excited because we got a very, very special, two very, very special guests.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, don't leave her out.
No, I couldn't leave that out. But go ahead and introduce yourself, sir, if you don't mind.
Fat, you can go ahead first.
I'm fat.
The best intro of 2018.
My name is Tobe Nwigwe. I'm from the southwest side of Alief, Texas.
Isn't
I rap.
I'm about to stick you. Isn't Alief in the southwest? So there's a southwest region?
Yeah,
of
the southwest side of Alief.
There's a southwest of the southwest.
I'm in the southwest of the southwest.
Yeah, because there's
You know what
a
I'm saying?
south side of the north side. There's like a south of the north.
No,
But you really in the
this
north?
boy about to come
Okay.
south. Man, what's been up with you, man? How you been?
I've been absolutely phenomenal. This season of my life is like, it's like, I'm trying to, how can I describe this season? Blessed. Super blessed.
Blessed up.
Yeah, super blessed,
Well,
man.
got the Stros on, so you're a champion?
You know what I'm saying? I feel like they winning, Rockets winning, everybody winning. I feel like I just want to be endowed with the winning spirit. So I don't know what Fat wearing, but
I mean, that's cool.
down.
When I was young, I wanted to go there.
To Tennessee,
Yeah, it was Miami or Tennessee. What about you?
Florida Gator. I don't know why too. I just really wanted to be a Florida Gator.
You play football? You play
Oh
football?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I dominated.
I'll tell you, Miami and Tennessee
I dominated.
fact checks. No, everybody on the Miami team was as black as I was. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to feel right at home.
Yeah, they were savages too, though. They used to be out there destroying people.
Yeah, every day, all day. What's been up with you, Mike? I ain't talked to you in forever.
Man, listen, I don't care about me.
Okay, I'll talk
This
to you.
is, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been waiting to talk to you for the longest. So I just got put on you maybe like a few months ago through Fred and Tay Mitch, and
Yeah.
like I became a fan instantly.
I appreciate
I
that,
saw when your album came out.
Yeah.
I saw people were posting about it, but I honestly didn't know anything. And when they put me on it, I heard the music, and I'm a fan, like a real live fan of both of y'all. Like
appreciate you, bro.
everything y'all been doing lately, it's been like phenomenal, and I'm like. I look forward to Sundays now.
Blessed.
Like, for real. It's been,
Come on.
man, listen, I don't care.
Now listen, let me just tell you, it's the thing that like a lot of African American people struggle with. When somebody shows extreme love, they're like, he ain't that love.
Oh, man. It's genuine. No, it's genuine because, like,
I just gotta give them a hard time.
I love music, and I love art, and I love creatives, and everything that y'all two, your whole team's been doing. Cameraman, the other person behind the look.
That's Nail.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's just been dope. Like I said, and that's kind of what I wanted to get into, just how that even, like the Twisted Sundays, how did that start? Where did that come from?
Oh man, it ain't even really deep. So you remember when the So Gone challenge started?
Yeah.
Yep. Fat was like,
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
that was it.
That's really when it started. Fat was like, yo, you should do the So Gone challenge. But this was like when we was like, had just got back together, and I felt like she was trying to get me to start talking about the relationship publicly before I knew that this was going to be a thing.
Oh,
so I was
typical man.
Oh man, I was just like, I don't know if I should. She was like, nah, they talking about relationships. I think it'd be good. It'll be good.
First of all, I didn't say relationships. I said I thought it would be good for you to do it just to try it.
Oh,
Lyrically.
you're right. My bad.
I wasn't trying to get you to talk about the
In fact,
relationship.
they did. I was trying to finish my question.
No, I just need to let the people know.
So she thought I should do it, and I was like, nah, I don't think so. But she was like, and then she like finessed it a little bit and was like, nah, but it'll help you like, you know what I'm saying? It'll just help you like stay constantly creative and stuff like that. So it'll be good for you to do it. I was like, all right, I'll do it and I'll see what kind of response it get. And just lo and behold, it got the biggest response that I had ever gotten on social media.
Oh, so that first one.
The very first one. So it got the biggest response, and then CJ, the co-owner of the record company, was like, yo, you should do that every single week. I was just like, dang, every week? Like, it took me almost a week to do this one. But I did, and I just stayed consistent with it every single week and put out something new every single week, and it became its own thing.
Because that's what I was going to ask you. When did you notice like the snowball starting to begin? And that's pretty much it right there.
When do you? Oh yeah, with that.
So that was a big leap, and then the following week it kept rolling, or did like people like, I don't know if this is a thing yet.
Yeah. Every single week, it's like everybody who was on it was like, man, this is fire. This is this is that, and it's just like as time grew, more people found out about it.
Me, like
And
me.
more, and more
Like
people
me.
were rocking with the movement. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
I was super pubbing.
Cause you came in here with the sweater, and it's still at that time I didn't know what it was. I didn't know. I didn't know. And he, like I said, he was putting me on it. I was hearing the music.
The hoodie.
Yeah, the hoodie.
The hoodie. Oh yeah, it was like sweater.
I don't have any sweaters.
Well, my bad, the hoodie. But yeah, so that's what put me on, and I was like I said, when I heard it, it's a fan, and
I mean, I say it all the time. Houston, and I'm not saying you're in the same. Everybody, Houston right now has a lot of guys making noise in different genres of music. So Tobe is in his own lane. I mean, there's tons of people. So I'm real big on always trying to channel in right now and see who's hot. So it made complete sense to put you on the list.
I appreciate it.
But see, well, like one of the things that to me stood out was there's a lot of dope Houston creative artists, but I just like what you were doing was just like every Sunday you were doing a video, a song, the dancing, the moves, like everything was just like. So to lead into that, like how hard is it being that consistent every Sunday? Like does it become like a job, or do you still feel like I gotta do this?
Oh, definitely. Now, this is the thing. It ain't easy by no means. I'm not gonna say an extremely difficult task, but it's a very difficult task. And it's like why I'm able to do it is because I understand the bigger picture. Like the whole reason I got into music is to make purpose popular, and it's not like some people like, you know what I'm saying, no knock to anybody. Different people get into music for different things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I got into music to give people like who came up from the same type of background that I came from, like an outlet and a means to like a different perspective as it relates to purpose. That's not corny. I just ain't want to, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to give people an outlet so that you could see like you don't have to be this type of way that the world is trying to tell you. You could be like live and still be like, you know what I'm saying, like this.
Have some purpose to you.
Yeah, no doubt. So it's a bigger calling for me than just doing like raps and like being good and stuff and just knowing how to rap.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that's like, again, from what I see, that's what separates you from a lot of people, because the things you rap about, I mean, you touch on God's relationship, you touch on, your relationship even with like, God going to church every Sunday. Like, that's cool. Like, I find that like super dope, because you rap about how you came up, where you came from, and you incorporate all types of different things. And it's like, these past few months, this is my first time really meeting you, and I feel like I've learned a few things about you, and I think it's pretty dope. Just like you really hear that, like your story through your music, and it's not just you talking about, like you said, corny stuff. It's legit, real stuff. It's you.
Yeah. When I say corny stuff, I don't really mean like different like corny topics. I mean just like saying stuff like, stay in school, don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Love Jesus.
So pretty much you're relaying
God is
the
good.
message, and you're coming down and delivering it to them where they can understand it.
Well, yeah, I just try to meet people where they are. Everybody ain't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people be trying to talk over people's heads.
Yeah, I should have said came down. I mean, but you know what I mean. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Pun intended.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel you. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Oh, man. So, been listening to the music super hard, and what's crazy is you just rapping my whole life. I literally grew up exactly like how you did. Because when I talk to people, hey, man, catch a fade or hop on these hands and everything, and people looking at me like, okay, Fred. I'm like, bro, if you go where I grew up, like, that's really how it really is.
No, because it's one of your lines, and I forget which song it was, but I was literally listening to it on the way over here when you talked about had a chili bowl, but you were still down to catch a fade.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I don't.
Nah, I really had
no,
a
because
chili bowl.
it reminded me of him, because he's always like, catch a fade, and this is like I don't know why that line just stuck out. Like a lot of your lines, they do stick out to me, but that one's just like
I grew up all short, fat, chubby, and oftentimes in Nigerian households, if you like do anything bad, your mama end up cutting your hair for some reason. So I definitely had chili bowls sometimes. But like when you short, fat, like you have to know how to like
Snap back. You
have to know how to like cap jokes, and you have to know how to box, or you'll like just be ruined in society. Like you'll never make it. You'll be depressed for the majority of your childhood. So I had to learn very quick how to cap jokes, and how I did it was I just used all the jokes that people was using on me in the neighborhood. I take those to school because it always came from like older heads. And I used those jokes, and then I learned how to fight from them as well. So I don't even know why I said that. What was the point there?
Because of the line.
Oh, because yeah,
Catching,
chicken ball.
yeah.
All right, yeah, chicken ball. All right, cool. Yeah, I had chicken ball.
Oh, you're good, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, I had some questions.
I got some
I
answers.
got a whole lot of
Got a whole lot of questions.
Yeah.
Man, you talked to GaryVee. How was
Oh
that?
man, I just talked to him yesterday. That's so crazy.
How is that, man?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
He
how
just
was that
invited me to the
relationship?
show.
Oh, really? That was
For
just,
real?
I was just wondering when that was gonna happen.
Yeah, Gary is like he intense.
Out there in New
man.
York?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, in New York for sure.
That's what's up. That's dope.
Now GaryVee
So
is
how is
legit.
he as a person? How's your interaction with him? I'm pretty sure I guess.
Well, I ain't met him like talking like this. It's been more so in the DMs, but you know what I'm saying. The dude, ET, who I'm with like forever. I've seen their interactions and stuff like that, and their interview and stuff like that. He's just like he seems like he's exactly like he is on all the videos, intense, straight to the point, no BS.
Like in and out, yeah.
Very
blunt.
So how did that happen? Like, what were you? What Sunday or what happened that
My man just literally hit me up in the DM, like, "Yo, your music is sick, man." And he was like, I think he messed up on like his words in the DMs. He's like, "Man,
Oh, I seen the screenshot or something.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?" But I just thought about it. I was like, I can't say it on the podcast.
Oh, you can say whatever you want.
You know what I'm saying? I really don't be saying stuff like that. All right, so anyway, he hit me in the DMs and like was like, "Yeah, man, you got to just keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep pushing, blah blah blah." And then just like literally yesterday, he sends messages through the DM like. And sometimes I thought I was like maybe he's just sending them to everybody and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked the message because I was like, hey, this is a solid message.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, man, you gotta come out here. I was like, bro, I ain't know you was like actually. I didn't know you was actually in the DM.
You think it is like an assistant or something?
Yeah, like shooting the messages. He's like, hey, shouldn't send it out to everybody. I don't care who it is. Anybody who I'm following, send it. I thought it was like one of those. But it wasn't. It was him.
Yeah, because I mean, I watch his stuff too, and he says like all his replies they come from him. Anytime he messages, like it's through him. Like nobody handles his social media.
Yeah, because he said that about Twitter that he does like a little power hour.
Where he just responds back to people, or he replies to stuff or comments on stuff that he actually like fucks with.
Wow.
So
Gary, cool. All right, next. We'll hear about you, man.
Gary is phenomenal, man.
No, I don't mean it like that.
But just Lord, how does that feel? I mean, he has a huge influence, just like on social media and a lot of like entrepreneurs, artists. Like, how does that phase you at all? With somebody with, I guess, pull in today's social media world? Is that?
No, it's a blessing, bro. Like, let me tell you, like I've been interacting in like lately with so many people who have so many different like forms of influence, and like their reach is so far and wide, and it's a blessing, bro. Like, so for GaryVee, so for people like Sway, the most like legendary figure when it comes to
hip hop, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like Sway.
How was that, bro?
Oh, he family now. It's crazy. Like, I used to look at Sway like all the time on social media, and now like he's my friend. Like, you know how crazy that is? Sway is my friend. Like, I could hit my man up right now and get some like guidance in any type of area that I have. So it's like it's a beautiful thing, bro.
Cause y'all linked up in South by too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that.
Showcase,
yeah, we sure did. Yeah,
And I was trying. I wanted to catch the show while you were out there in South by, but it was
it was a lot going on.
Yeah,
There's
there's always so many different.
That was
things
our first
going
time going too.
Oh, that's your first Southwest?
Yeah, man. You know,
Really?
me and Fat don't really like being around whole like uncontrolled masses of people.
As I've gotten older, I'm the same way.
Oh man, it was a lot. I didn't know it was gonna be like that. It was like Astroworld with like, it was just like Astroworld.
There's like 200,000-300,000 people coming into the city.
It's a lot of people, and that's why like if you're not familiar with South by, it's like you really gotta go out there with a plan. You gotta go point A, point B, A, B, C, D, and that's it. Like a lot of people don't know what to do. That they're just there just for whatever. If they have no business there, they're just there because they heard of it. They're just laying around on 6th Street. But there's so many different things that goes on, like that people don't know about. Like I said, I was trying to make one of your showcases, but it was just like I said, things were just so much stuff going on, and
So one thing we did get to see is like the actual like the people who fool with us, because we don't really just like
Move around
go
like that,
out a lot. We go to the movies, we go to
Regular people stuff.
we do very, you know what I'm saying? We just be chilling. So we got to see the actual a lot of people who's like, man, Like, I just really fooled with y'all. It was one girl who started crying. It was just a lot. And like, and this would be killing me. People be coming up to Fat all the time, like, oh my God, Fat, I love you. And this is like before, I was like, you don't even know what she, I'm like, she just, you know what I'm saying, Fat? I'm just like, no.
Man, I've seen people, and I don't have any, two different levels, but keeping that. But when my people come up to me and I'm just like, how do you? Oh no, I mean,
Why did he do that? Two different levels, you know me.
yeah. But people come in and they check on me, and I'm just like, so I could only imagine how it is for you guys.
Nah, it's a blessing, man. Anybody, whenever you do stuff, and then people recognize what you do, and it's like
It's a great feeling.
It feels
it's a
amazing.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So,
You talk about Jeff all the time. Who's Jeff?
Jeff is my brother.
Jeff is like on 5 different songs.
Yeah, Jeff is my brother, man. It's the closest friend that I have in my life. Is he here? Is he behind us? All right, cool. Yeah, Jeff ain't really nobody, dog. Jeff is like the close friend that I had. He's like been with me since like 6th grade. Yeah, since 6th grade, and you know what I'm saying. We all the way grown now. So he was the only one that grew up from where I like grew up in Alief with me, that was able to make the full transition, like out of just like the hood mindset. Now he was one of my only friends that has the full crossover. Like he can like maneuver in different scenes and situations, whereas you know what I'm saying, the majority of my partners are who they are in every scene.
Gotta love 'em.
Hey, bro,
You know
hold
what I
up,
see?
man. Somebody. I'm like, bro, you gotta be able to make a crossover, dog. You gotta cross. Like, learn how to dribble with your left too, a little bit.
Okay, so let's talk about that, because I talk to my friends about that all the time. Because majority of the gigs when I start shooting, I'm never around people who look like me.
Okay,
and I have
blessed.
I have to flip all the time, and I'm like, hey, da da da. Yeah, like I have a whole nother voice, demeanor, everything. Because if they saw me on like Sunday chilling, they, oh my God, Fred.
Yeah.
Like, and even sometimes when they follow me on Facebook, I'm like, I
saying
don't know,
some
because I know I do say crazy
Some
stuff.
crazy stuff.
I hope they don't like go down like, oh my God.
We hired this guy.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
So how is that, you know, do you really feel like to be successful from where we come from, you really have to have that switch?
Yeah, you just got to know how to like maneuver in different arenas. Like now, don't get it twisted. Like I am 100% me in every arena that I go to, but I don't talk to Jeff like I talk to Bob.
Yeah.
I don't talk to Fat like I talk to. I ain't had nobody else's name Fat. You feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I don't talk to every like. You gotta. Who said it to me? Spencer Tillman. Tillman Spencer. Which one is
I think it's Tillman.
No, it's
Spencer
not.
Tillman.
It's
Spencer
Spencer Tillman. The phenomenal. This is like he is one of the most Obama-like people I've ever met. And like, I'll edit that too. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure I don't say his name. Spencer Tillman is one of the most Obama-like people that I've ever met in my life. He told me this. He said, you have to learn how to treat everybody the same differently. Come on, catch it. You got to learn how to treat everybody the same differently. I'm telling you, that's exactly what it did to me. I was just like, who taught you that? He was like, I don't know. He ain't say it, but you know what I'm saying? It blew my mind, because that's exactly what it is. You don't want to like treat anybody better than the other, but you also don't want to act like everybody is the same. You know what I'm saying? So you might.
I get what you're saying.
Like I couldn't talk to Jeff like I talk to. Like I talk to Fat. I can't talk to Fat like I talk to Jeff, because you know what I'm saying, she different.
Okay, I understand. Get that. That's a lot. All right. How'd you meet Fat?
Oh, Fat, you can start this one off.
Let's slide the mic over there.
You know what I'm saying, Fat? How did we meet?
We met in church.
No, Fat, give him the real story. Don't try to make it seem like you was just in there holy as all out there. We're not gonna do that for the podcast.
Toby, that's good.
Come on,
So
my
we
wife.
met. I had just moved to Houston. I had been here a year.
Oh, where you from originally? Sorry. to cut you
Michigan,
off. Oh, okay, cool.
What part of Michigan?
Grand Rapids,
Okay.
Michigan.
All right.
What they call it? Gun route.
G-Rap.
G route.
No, it's live at 5 out there. I got family out there.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
So I was here about a year when I met Toby, and I had been raised in church, but I was currently on a sabbatical. So I was
don't
just
try to
looking
use big words.
for.
Fat, don't try to
I
use big
was
words.
looking for a church home, and I ended up meeting him at Higher Dimension Church, and that's how we met.
All right, so Fat want to do
real
that.
now.
Give us the real
All right,
story.
let me tell you what happened. So I was in church, you know what I'm saying? I'm in there trying to like be one with God, you feel me? I'm trying to honor God. My life is like a beacon to my whole hood. You know what I'm saying? My life is a lighthouse to the whole hood, you feel me?
Yeah.
And Fat come in to the church, you know what I'm saying? She's I got, you know what I'm saying, gotta be careful. I say, you know what I'm saying? I had to slow down. I was like, all right.
I was living my life in
She
Houston.
was a lady of the night.
Don't say that. That's terrible.
No,
I thought you was thinking about what to say. You gonna say lady of the night?
That's like a party goer.
No,
That's
not
like a-
typically.
Who's a lady of the night prostitute?
Yeah.
All right, Fat was not a prostitute.
Why would you say that?
She was never a prostitute ever in her life.
I was never
She was
that.
like, she just liked to be out at night at the party.
So it's just like everyday interactions with y'all.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, he always saying something.
Oh, y'all laughing. That's good.
Fat
Nah.
lady of the night does not mean prostitute.
Yeah, dude.
It must be a Grand Rapids thing.
I mean, she grew up in the church. That means she was around old school people. So old
Yeah.
school people, lady of the night. means
That's exactly. Thank you, Fred. That's exactly what it means.
Okay, all right, keep going.
So,
We
so
know.
yeah, I was in my club going season of life, and so, but then I was like, I'm gonna find a church home because I've been here a year and church was all I knew. So I was looking for a church home, and then met Tobe, and he wasn't. Come
She
on,
saw
man,
me
come
on the stage doing the announcements, and her and her homegirl was like, dang, it's some daddies at this church.
First of all, I did not say that.
Like,
I did not say that. She said that.
she said, and then Fat was like, it is.
I
dog.
agree.
She agreed. It's some daddies at this church. I just want y'all to know. That's how it happened. She saw me with some daddies at this church, and then they saw me at another event. Keep going, Fat. It's on you.
So then we saw him at a young adult event, and he was doing like karaoke or something. And he ended up inviting us out to the nonprofit meeting. And at the nonprofit meeting was when I saw him, and I like pretty much instantly like felt like he was my husband. He was like, nah, get away from me. I'm not interested. Like
Praise
at
God.
all.
Praise God.
He was like completely not interested.
Why?
And I mean, because like I wasn't what he was looking for. Because I wasn't trying to do my my God thing at the time. I was just doing whatever I wanted to do, and it was all over me. And like I was from Michigan, like we're in Michigan fashion. Like I was tacky.
Baby Fat jackets.
You know what I'm saying? They a little bit, they behind in Michigan,
Okay.
fashion wise. Like they
Logos
didn't really,
everywhere. Logos
like
everywhere.
so stuff like that. So
NBA teams.
what'd you just say I was wearing?
Logos everywhere. Baby Fat jackets.
I wasn't wearing no baby fat jacket.
Bombers with the furry hoods.
Oh my God.
No, I didn't have one of those. I was in Houston.
Fat, why did it take you so long to say no you didn't?
Because I was trying to think, because I had one in Michigan.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But I didn't have it
You know what I'm
here.
saying?
I didn't
Fat
bring it.
was the manager at Charlotte Russe at the time.
So I was wearing everything.
All Charlotte Russe.
Oh.
You know what Charlotte Russe
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of...
But ain't no really, like you could go on Charlotte Russe and pick something, like you could find like good stuff in there, but I was wearing like everything.
all Charlotte Russe.
No,
I'm talking about like sponsored.
What's that other store where they got like colorful clothes in there? I can't think of it. Wet Seal or something like that. That's Thotty
stuff like
Central.
that.
Charlotte Russe, you could kind of mix it and match it.
Yeah,
Hold on,
I
he
was
said
wearing-
that's Thotty
Yeah, I was about to
Central.
say,
Thotty Central.
She said, yeah, stuff like that.
I was wearing stuff like that at the time. I was.
Fat, don't. But you said,
I wasn't
right?
a thought.
Yeah, you wasn't. Praise God.
I wasn't.
It's all right. We married now. You an angel. You an angel of God. That's all right. So we met, and that like she had that aura on her, and I was like fully moving in my purpose. So I was like, hey, come on, like don't disrespect me. Like like you ain't even like serious about life right now. Don't do that. Don't come to me and say. She literally would be looking at me with the "I love you" eyes, and I didn't even like know her name. I'm like, stop doing that.
So you big into energy. So because you said you felt like he was your husband. So is that because he says that a lot in his
I
music?
didn't feel it from him.
Okay.
I felt it from God. He wasn't giving me any of that. Like
But
I
you
felt
felt
it.
that God told you.
Yeah. But you so surprised when I told you this.
You know what I'm saying? It just sound good. How you say it to you?
So annoying.
Oh man.
I say it to you. All right, so yeah, and then all right, keep going.
Oh, so then over time, like he, you know, like he was completely like off limits, like none of that. He didn't want anything romantic, and so then I just was like, okay, well maybe I misinterpreted what God told me. Maybe it was just like awesome. You need to like partner with him, work with him, and be like, you know, doing that type of stuff. Like he's supposed to be in your life in that capacity. And so then I just joined a nonprofit and got into like the whole friend space, and I became the best friend he
I'm talking
ever
about
had.
super friend.
Like completely loyal, just
So
always there.
You did the chasing and you did the running instead
I
of the
put
other.
myself in his environment.
Look, all right, listen, you better watch how you say that to Fat. Look at Fat.
I
don't
put
like that.
myself in his
Sorry.
environment.
Where we from? Where we're from, you did the chasing. There's
I
nothing
made
wrong with
myself
that.
available.
She,
put myself in his
oh,
environment.
listen, she became the absolute best friend anybody. I'm talking about supernatural friend.
Yeah.
My car broke down in Dallas. I know you're in Houston. Can you come get me? Don't worry, I'll leave my job right now. That type of friend.
That's love.
That's real love, yeah.
That's real love.
And it was.
When did you chime in and be like, yo,
She the one.
she the one?
Nah,
It wasn't that easy.
It wasn't that easy at all. So at first, what I did was I was like, I loved the way that she loved me. Like that's when it first came about. Like
That's
I loved,
strong.
Yeah, because I wasn't really interested in her like that. She wasn't like, I had my own different mindset of what I wanted, like what I thought you know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe in like you pick who you want to be with and then you honor the covenant as unto God. Like I'm not into this is my soulmate. I'm like, nah, what if she died?
Yeah.
Then what you gonna do?
So God created nobody else for you.
Nobody else?
Just one person in a lifetime.
Nah, he said choose.
You choose.
So
You
anyways,
choose.
so I was on some like I had my own ideal for what I want, and she ain't matched none of that. They was taller, they was, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So what I really did, I really loved the way that she like it was genuine love. It wasn't like this how I knew it was genuine love. This how you know it's genuine love from somebody. When somebody when you say, hey, let me hold $100, you know what I'm saying, my phone bill. $100.
Once again, where we from?
You know what I'm saying?
That's love.
You know what I'm saying? Let me hold $100. And then like they never
ask you
bring
for
it
it.
up
Yeah.
again. Like even when in my own insecure state, I'm like, oh, because you're gonna try to ask me about that $100, huh? Like, she like, nah, I didn't say nothing about it.
It was
That's
never
you.
about the money.
It was never about the money. It was just all like
Anything
pure.
that I could do, I just wanted to. Like it was never like on some I'm gonna wear him down. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that because he gonna owe me. Nothing like that. Like I loved him, and so anything I had, anything I could do, I would do.
That's dope. All right, so to this day, though, in all the videos, you still support, you still buy him in all the videos. I see y'all every morning on his stories, going
Yeah,
going to church, going
right
to work.
hand
yeah.
woman.
Yep.
But for you, how is that? How is that? You know, how is that for you? Is it honestly stressful sometimes? Like, is it
Being like by his side.
not being by his side? But I know as an artist, he does a lot. You know, the music, the videos. I mean, is it even for you, Tobe? Is that
being
stressful?
being a husband.
Being a wife.
No, I mean, the only thing that's like probably a little bit difficult is to get him to take some time for himself, to put down the phone and just relax sometimes. That's the only part that's kind of difficult. Other than that, I'm there, like regardless of what, just there to help support whatever.
Yeah, and you can like I said, you can see it through all the videos, through everything, and I think that's really dope, and that's why I appreciate both y'all and what y'all doing, what y'all are doing, because it's genuine, it's real. You can feel it through the music, you can see it in the videos, you know, through the IG stories. Like it's cool. I mean,
You guys are a great example.
yes, lead by example.
Leading by example.
That'd be liking that.
No, for real, y'all are. I mean, if I was like an 18-year-old Alief citizen, yeah, we have citizenship. I would be, oh yeah, man, where we from, and this is what he did, and these are the steps he moved. So it's like, I'm real big on we stand on people's shoulders.
Yeah.
We don't get where we got on our own. We stood on somebody to
Yeah.
get there. So I mean, you set up a platform, so people who come after you are gonna be up higher.
Oh, definitely. I stand on the whole G mob shoulders.
Yeesh, those guys.
You know what I'm saying?
The stories.
You know what I'm saying? I did that's what really helped mold, you know what I'm saying, the type of character, and you know what I'm saying, and Eric Thomas and CJ, and I said Eric Thomas. Hey, he gonna laugh when he hear that.
But you gotta say it so people can know who you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, so I can't just say E, because if I say E, they gonna be like, oh, who's E?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so
That's you're talking about the motivational dude, right?
Yeah, no
So
doubt.
okay, yeah, I've been a big fan of him too. I've been watching him for years.
Yeah,
He's
no
super
doubt.
dope. He's
Yeah.
super dope.
literally the best in the world.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? But
Yeah.
integrity and character wise too, it ain't just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just the rah-rah. It's the,
So y'all are
It's
cool.
everything.
That's your friend too. Y'all
yeah,
are,
he married us.
oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he's a
him and
pastor.
his wife did our marriage
Premarital
counseling.
that is dope.
Yeah.
So is he a pastor?
Yeah, he got a church in Lansing for sure.
Oh, for
Yeah,
real?
people don't even know that. Yeah,
I
they
know.
think
I
it's
didn't know
just-
that. I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Because I saw him, he came here last year for, it was something that Yates and, what was the other school? They got,
Yep, the Nike event.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Oh,
I was there shooting that, and he was there, and I thought, and like I said, I've been watching it for years, so it was cool to actually see him in action and, like, really give these kids, like, some motivation to do better and be better, and
Yeah.
that was super dope.
Nah, he the real deal.
When he was like, you gotta want it more than you want to breathe.
That's the video, yeah, that's the first video I saw
Yeah,
with, like,
first
that
one.
one
I
football
got
player.
asthma,
was-
bro. I
Yeah,
like air.
yeah. Yeah, but you gotta want your drink. That was the first video that I ever seen of his, and I
That's me,
literally
yeah, me too.
memorized the whole. I used to watch it every single day just because it just resonated with me. And that's just
Do you still do that, the motivation speaking, or no?
well, I never been on motivational speaking. I always would only get up there because E or C would tell me, all right, go up there and open it up for us. I'm like, what you want me to talk about? Just talk about everything that happened to you. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So I would open up this stuff, but I never set out to be like no motivational speaker. Like, all right, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna try to. Nah, that wasn't my thing. My thing was whatever the task at hand is to, you know what I'm saying, push the whole vision and purpose. That's what I was on.
Okay, dope. And another thing, from listening to your music, you speak about your mother the most. Was your father not in your life, or just,
no,
you're just a mama's boy?
Well, no, I got. Look at y'all 5 minutes. They try to slide one in.
Bro, I'm a mama's boy.
I'm the only child, so I'm definitely a mom.
I'm a mama's boy. My mom called me. I'm gonna where? All right, I'm on my way, mommy.
My dad was definitely there. He's just one of those like silent Nigerian
Oh,
fathers.
them
One of
dads.
those,
Okay.
One of those when you walk in. This is all right. This type of dad I got. Walk in the crib. I'm like, hey, daddy, what's going on? He said, no. All right, so let me paint the picture real quick.
All right,
So
here we go.
I'm grown now, right? And then you know this is what I do for a living. I got a nonprofit organization. I do music with E and C. Like this is what I do. So I come in the crib. Not too long ago, I said, hey, daddy, what's going on? His natural response, Tobe, when will you stop wasting your life? That's my man's natural response. When will you stop wasting your life and go and get a job? A real job, Tobe. Do you have benefits?
I had
You-
to show my mom a tax return before she got off my back.
I had to show my mom a Blue Cross Blue Shield. So just so she could know I got insurance. You know what I'm saying? Just so she could know she just came to my apartment like not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? Downtown, it was like, Mr. Money Man. Mr. Money Man, look at you. You don't have pictures of me up there. You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of thing. So and then like they're starting to see like the magazine covers and all the other type of stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Now they believe. But yeah, my dad was definitely still around. But my mom is she's one of those. She's just a lot.
No, I can see she's vocal in your life.
You know, she's vocal in everybody's life. That's the thing. If you was in of her life, she'd be vocal in your life too. My mom is like real, like upfront, like just Nigerian mom. Everybody has it's the same type of Nigerian mom.
I think it's a universal thing.
It's a I really do believe that. I really do believe that Nigerian parents, like they have secret meetings when all their kids are asleep. And they go out.
I'll still be doing.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, no doubt. Oh, you know how those conversations.
No, but what's crazy is they brag about us, and I would never know my mom brags about me.
Oh, I know my mom does.
Because they only brag to spite their friend who they trying to like. They my kids are better than your kids. That's
it.
Nigerian.
All moms know. All moms do
Oh,
that.
man.
I had to block my mom on Facebook. No, like real
No, I
talk.
can't- I didn't add my
No,
mom
I had
either.
to buy my mom on Facebook. She was posting pictures of me. Look at him doing this. He on TV. I'm like, Mom, it's just YouTube.
All right.
Like, anybody can do it. Like anybody really can do it. Like
It's a free platform, Mom. It's a free platform.
It's cool.
so, yeah.
I ain't got to check yet, Mom. But
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm zoning on certain part of our audience. So being a Nigerian and being a creative,
Yeah.
how hard is that? Because traditionally, the way that we grow up, it's
Yeah.
school, go be a doctor, nurse, engineer, accountant,
Lawyer. Yeah.
lawyer.
That's it. That's
Is
it.
it that's the
You know what I'm
five?
saying? Whatever safe jobs really is doctor, lawyer, engineer. Those are anything medical. There's anything medical, you'll be fine. They just do something in medical.
So
People will
how-
always
as
need
long
some-
as you got some scrubs on or something.
Oh, no doubt. That's how they be. But with me, it wasn't hard at all because I got to a place in my life where I knew exactly what my purpose was. I understood that. You know what I'm saying? My purpose is to be a conduit to the realization of purpose in people's lives in whatever vehicle God would have me in. So knowing that, like when my mom comes with the typical Nigerian, oh my God, you're telling me you went 4.5 years to school to be a rapper. To be a rapper. Tobe, that's the best you can do. So like that type of stuff didn't at that point in my life it didn't affect me because I already knew what I was, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be doing. And I didn't take offense to what she was saying because most Nigerian parents, like, they don't even have that type of mindset. They're literally being over here in the US is the success. This is the achievement. We
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah.
We are here. We're not you didn't have to be born in no village. You didn't have to be born with off and on electricity. You didn't have to be born around none of that. So what you should, so their mindset is, while you're here, do something safe. The education is free. They are giving you the education. There's no way you can fail.
Yeah.
Don't be like your this type of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, I did that.
Yeah, you got it.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
I see it,
saying?
yeah.
Don't be like this type of people. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's their mindset, and they've never done the real, the majority of them have never done, the real entrepreneur boy. You know what I'm saying? Where they've, tapped into their, creative side, their artistic side, and, moved in that genre. So, it's like they just don't know. Like, they can only give you what they know. They can only tell you what they know, and they haven't experienced
only
it.
uncle I have is one uncle, and he did real estate, and that's the only one I could talk to about entrepreneurship. He's the one who kind of was like, man, get off his back.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing all right.
Yeah.
And besides that, everybody else was literally, what are you doing with your life?
Like me being Hispanic, I mean, I got a big family. I'm the only entrepreneur in my family. Like I remember we was all out to eat, and I had just quit / got fired from LA Fitness.
Oh, bless.
And they were like, "Oh, how's LA Fitness?" I'm like, "I ain't working there no more." "Oh, what are you gonna do?" "I guess photography." Like the whole table just like looked at me like,
Oh, dang, he about to be
and that
broke.
was like the most awkward. And it was like, "Oh, okay, well, that's good." And still to this day, like I'm the only entrepreneur in my family, and they're still like, "Oh, so what are you gonna do today?" Or like, what are you gonna do this weekend? Like, what are your plans? This and that. I'm like, "Oh, well, I just booked a trip to Japan." "Oh, really? Like, how'd you do that?" Like, entrepreneur making money, finding a way. And like my family, just speaking what y'all talking about with like, how Nigerian culture is like. There's some similarities I can see too.
Side note, he's been to some Nigerian weddings with us.
I've been to a bunch of
So he
Nigerian
live
weddings.
at
I've been to a
5.
whole bunch of Nigerian
Listen.
weddings.
He's down.
He's
He's
done
down.
put me on so many things, and
He's eating jollof rice.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Very happy to have you. Very happy to have
man,
you.
and a lot of my entrepreneur, I guess, guidance it really came from him. Like my family don't know anything about it. My mom, she was an artist. She DJ'd. But
What?
Yeah. She's a DJ back in the day.
Okay, that's
so
live.
she used to draw and all that. But her, like my grandparents, her mom and dad, they were very like, no, like what are you doing? Like they just never like, So with me, she always just like do what you want to do. Like she supported me in anything and everything I want to do. But it's just like the rest of my family's been like a little iffy about it.
Yeah.
So like I definitely see where you're coming from when you say like when your mom's telling you like, why are you becoming a rapper? How you doing this and doing that? And then
I like that. You know what I'm saying? He tried the Nigerian. You know what I'm saying? The accent, he
Yeah,
tried. Like, why are you doing what you're
Hey,
doing?
man, I just watched Black Panther last night, so
Very racist. Very racist. If he was white, I wouldn't accept it.
Tobe.
You know what I'm saying? If he was a white person, he said that to me, I wouldn't. I would stop the interview right now. You
Oh my gosh.
know what I'm
man.
saying? But I feel like he's just a
no,
light
that's
skin.
actually
You
the
know
first
what I'm
time. That's the first
Oh,
time I
no,
met
we
you.
can
Was at
moderate past.
at Tay Mitch's reveal thing. That's the first time I met you, or both y'all. You and Fat for like a brief second. I saw y'all. I just said what's up, and I'm pretty sure you're just like, who is this guy?
No.
I was the only Hispanic in the theater that day, so
Okay, bless
yeah.
him.
So And I was just the guy with the camera, so a lot of people just kind of brushed me to the side.
I told him if you grew out the sides a little bit and like greased it down, we would never know.
What you talking about?
Your hair, if you just like had more on the side.
We would
it's
never
the
know you.
fade.
People would think that you was. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know Spanish. I don't know Spanish, so I'm not.
You would have to speak a little Spanish so we would
I don't
think
know
you was
Spanish,
like
yeah.
Puerto Rican or Cuban.
Like
or something.
all my friends, I grew up in the all-black basketball team for 5 years. I didn't have a lot of Hispanic friends.
So, like, do like other like Latino people look at you like, haha, you fake?
Yeah, because when I used to work at the academy when I was in high school, I used to get cussed out all the time in Spanish by people because they thought I was lying. I'm like, I don't Spanish, and you blah 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 blah, whatever they would say, and I'm just like,
Sheesh.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Dang, it's like a tough life not to be accepted by anybody. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we went through that for a while until we all came of age.
Oh, I promise you, I went through that. You know how long I
'Cause
just
like-
wanted to be regular black? Like it was a.
That's
like,
so funny he
bruh.
says that because I think in ninth grade and they heard my last name. Oh, you ain't regular black? I was like, is that a color in the
Yeah,
crayon
so,
box?
no doubt.
Yeah, man.
Well, they would see my last name and they automatically think I just know Spanish, but it's like I don't. I just never learned. Like my mom, she speaks all my family's first language is English. My mom was just never like, oh, you need to learn Spanish. It's like, do what you want, you know. And my mom knows it very well, but it just wasn't like a
thing.
yeah.
I knew it when I was really young, but the school told my mom that it wouldn't be good for me to know 2 languages, which is BS.
My mom didn't want us to. She wanted us to fully adapt to the, you know what I'm saying, American culture. I don't want them to single you out like a fish in the river.
Oh man, sorry, don't mean to exclude you.
Oh no, that's cool.
Prob-
I've been through my whole life, so used to it.
Proverbs.
Yes.
Your mom speaks to you in Proverbs all the time. I can tell by some of the stuff you say. Are you starting to understand them now that you're getting older?
You mean like African proverbs?
Yeah, African proverbs.
Okay, good. I was like, nah.
I
She don't,
thought-
I
not the
promise
Bible,
you,
no.
she ain't sweet in the. You know what I'm saying? In the chapter, in the you know what I'm saying, in the Proverbs chapter. But yeah, African proverbs for sure. I never knew a man wide awake could still be sleeping. Like that type of stuff. Oh, for sure. Yeah. So they say stuff that you start to pick up when you get older for sure.
Yeah, when you're a kid, you're like, what?
Now there's some stuff that you just still can't put together. It's like, what
What does that mean? Yeah. But let's talk about the album. So there's an album, and then there's 8 singles out. So are those going to become an album, or is that just?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
And
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
how's that?
project,
Because
like a whole project.
there's the originals, and then your other album. So like,
So
what-
that's not an album really. It's an EP. Which these days is an album. So it's like an extended play of, you know what I'm saying?
That's called
just-
stuff projects.
Yeah,
It's
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
There we go. This sounds better.
that's-
But a lot of people have been saying that, like, hey, are you going to put the originals all on one project? And just because, you know what I'm saying, people want to see them all on one project, they don't want to click on every single single that's
Yeah,
on Spotify.
that's
You
my
know,
problem right now.
we got a very lazy generation. But what I'm going to do, because I understand, you know what I'm saying, technology and stuff like that in the culture, so I'm going to put them all on one project. Once we release probably like 2 more, you're going to have the originals.
Okay.
Volume
That's
1.
dope. And I told him, I was telling him earlier before we got on here that I Choose You was my favorite song. And then he told me, because I thought it was a sample. I was like, because I actually, like, when I listen to music and I hear the samples, I try to sometimes go find where it was sampled. And I'm like, man, I don't know where this is from at all. And then he's like, Fat actually sang on
Put
there.
the vocals on there.
The vocals.
You want to do it right now? Real quick?
No.
All right,
so-
all right.
no.
Well, I just want to see what you
We can't afford it, okay? No.
No, we good.
Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, you were talking about how y'all had a video and it messed up or somehow y'all had to go redo it that same day.
The same exact day.
How hard was that? Was that hard at all?
Yeah, it was hard. Yeah, definitely. It was crazy. So what happened was the shots that we got before, they didn't really pan out. The lighting was off a little bit, so we couldn't really do the special effects that we wanted to add to this, to the video. So we had to slice that concept completely up and go back out there all together again and put together a whole one take within a couple of hours.
Yeesh.
And still be able to have it out by
And release
7
it,
p.m.
yeah.
on all the platforms and have the video ready. And we did it, though.
Well, the
And
one thing I liked about that was before I'm pretty sure that to me that just sounds stressful, like a stressful day. But before you even did all that, you went to church first.
oh, definitely.
And I
Yeah,
thought that
yeah.
was like, because when I saw it on your stories, I thought you said, you know, y'all had to redo it, so I thought y'all gonna jump right into it. It was like, no, first we're going to church, then we're gonna do this
Everything.
second. And I thought that was, to me, that was super dope. Like, that's really dope.
Yeah. So I still got, you know what I'm saying? I got principles in my life that like guide and control the way I maneuver. So yeah, that's not like that's an important thing for us just because like that's where we.
I took a lot from what you just said. You're a man of principle. That's a lot of young men now don't have any like lines. Like this is what I walk.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't align with that, then it's not going to work for me. And I respect that big time that you said that. You know, this is a principle that I have.
Yeah.
So
No
big
doubt.
respect.
So we did that and then like literally jumped right into. And it was the day was crazy. So we had a salty music teacher on the campus come out try to you know what I'm saying use his what he thought was authority to try to shut us down. Had the police come out. Police came. We had to like have a conversation with the police for like 25 minutes. The police went back in, talked to the man, and told him that told him what we told her. And then she came back. I was like, all right, cool. Y'all got about 15 more minutes. We had literally just started like putting the stuff together, and we had 15 more minutes to execute the whole shot. And made it all happen. And I got the behind the scenes and stuff that we're gonna put up on social media so everybody can see
That's
With
dope.
the laws
Yeah.
and everything.
with the laws and everything. Cameras ain't stop rolling because this is the thing. People see the stuff and they're like, "Oh man, that's cool, man," but they have no clue what it really takes to like make the stuff happen.
Yeah, and that's
or
why
we
and that's
do
why
it.
I wanted to know, and that's why like you doing it every Sunday. Like I know it can't be that easy. That's why I know it can't be that easy because it's not like the visuals y'all have. They're super good, and shout out to your cameraman because it's like they come out super dope. And there was one of them I really liked, the black and white one where y'all all had the big heads. Like, I thought
Yeah, my man said.
so all that is just like it's super dope. It's creative and it's fun. It's fun to watch. It's not just the music. It's the visuals. Everything. You can watch it and enjoy it, and you can listen to it and enjoy it. And I think that's like what a lot of artists, musicians, rappers, whatever you want to call them, lack. You know, some people their visuals suck and their music's good, or some people like their music sucks and their visuals good. But
you're full circle.
yeah, and I'm being honest. Like,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying what you're putting out right now, and that's why like I was happy to have you here. So
If they see you pushing rather than you just sitting in your car. So people see me pushing and see me moving. And like those are the people that like come alongside and like, man, I could do this or I could help you with this. Because if you think about it, like I started the videos, I started Get Twisted Sundays recording myself in selfie mode with my phone way too close to my face and half the comments being, hey, can you just back up, bro? The bars are hard, just back up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of thing.
my bad.
Man, I appreciate you. Oh, hold on. Before we wrap up, bro, is there anybody you want to like acknowledge? Because I know you do have a team. If you want to like tell them thank you or anything like that.
Oh, definitely. Linnell Grant is the best producer.
Female producer.
Well, you ain't got to say female producer
Nah,
because she
I
better
just
than a lot of
wanna know-
dudes,
I
too.
just want people to know that she a female. Doing
Okay,
it like that.
all right. She's the anointed one.
You know what
she
I'm
got she got the juice. She gonna change the world. She got integrity, character. She live. Seth, who shoots the majority of the videos, is like a creative genius. Tobe Canning, he'd probably have a whole hissy fit if I didn't tell you how good he was. You know what I'm saying? When Black Tobe and White Tobe get together, it's always greatness. His wife Brianna is a ride or die too. Who else am I missing? E.T. and C.J. know that they paved the way, and Matt and
Zan.
what? I'm more creative. Well, they gonna be mad because Matt and Zan are beasts with the video. Jeff is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Gotta say Jeff's name just because. You're like, man, I'm just saying I do all this stuff behind the scenes. You ain't gonna say nothing. Jeff is my brother. Dave is a beast. Shout out to Saf Connects. Saf Connects is in,
What's
is
up?
in the building. Who else am I missing?
I know there's probably a bunch of people that make.
All right,
the
Dustin and Leah, just cause we lay out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just cause we lay out. Dustin and Leah, what's up?
And last thing.
Pregnant Leah.
Last thing.
What's up?
Did you watch Avengers yet?
Definitely watched Avengers.
What's your thoughts?
Let me just tell you. First of
It
all,
was a roller coaster of adventure.
Man, was it?
It was all over the place.
it was too
it
much.
was a ride.
It was so much for Fat that she instantly called somebody and ruined.
I did.
They
I thought they
experience.
knew. And they didn't know.
See, like
I was mad at the end though. I'm not mad. I was.
No, you was mad.
I was,
Don't
yeah,
try
I was
to-
mad
you
and
was mad.
sad. Like,
Why?
why would they do that?
I mean,
I can't
She was
say
so
it for everybody,
disappointed.
but I was just like, it
Like-
makes no sense for all.
Come on,
the-
what
all
other
the
movies
other
will they
movies.
have?
Well, you know,
it's
part
the
2 come out
comic,
next year, right?
You know, this-
But I'm saying, what part 2?
Oh, so
With the
With the
people that's
end?
left.
So
No,
there's
well, you
this-
can't say too much because
nah, well, I mean, it's in the comics.
But I
I know.
haven't
I'm not gonna
no,
tell
but
you.
they're
but
gonna.
it's just-
I think they're gonna
Rewind.
Yeah, we know that, but I think they're gonna veer away
They
from
are.
the.
See,
No,
I
I heard that too.
They're
I
gonna
didn't
veer
know.
away from the comic book line.
So you don't want
okay.
like a little bit of insight or no?
Well,
I mean,
Yeah,
it's at
yeah,
the
yeah,
end, so
yeah.
I think we can spoil a
A little bit of insight. So the Asian dude, he got the
Who was the Asian dude?
Doctor Strange's little right hand man.
Oh, he got one. Oh, no, he don't got no one.
He had supposedly he has more power than Doctor Strange, so he can do more.
How?
He's been doing all that.
He's
For,
put Strange on. He was
Yeah.
like Strange's OG.
Yeah, think about
But
it.
he don't got the stone.
But this, so many spells. It's just
Yeah.
First of all, Doctor Strange was one of the most disappointing, but he was
because he
not.
could have
He
just.
was alive.
He could have.
was live.
If you remember in the beginning of the movie when he,
I was disappointed
all right,
at that. That was weak.
But he chopped my man's hand. I'm just like, why ain't you do that at the end? But the worst person
With his
in,
hand, yeah.
in
Yeah,
the whole
chopped.
movie had to be whoever the Vision guy is. Whoever had the Vision stone.
He's
whatever.
super trash.
I'm talking about. I'm like, what superpower? You look human. He was out there getting destroyed like a human being. I was just like, it's too much. I'm
He
like,
got
in my,
shanked from the beginning, and then it was just like
Every-
Because they put that thing in him it stopped him from doing
yeah.
anything. It stopped him
When he
from doing
stabbed him?
anything. The first combat they had, they put that thing in him, and he couldn't do nothing else from there.
You
From
can't come
then
back
on
from
out.
that, bro.
I was like, bruh, every scene you're like near death. I'm
Yeah,
like, just
because
die,
it
just
was
die,
stopping
just
him
go,
from doing anything.
just go. I'm like, bruh, just take him and
They
leave
had to
everybody
do that
else.
in order for them to even fight him, because he could have just left at any time. But
Yeah,
the thing didn't let him.
Yeah, he could leave at any time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who can leave?
The Vision.
He can go
Vision.
anywhere he want.
He could have done. He
Like
could have
that.
done anything he
they
wanted.
crippled him
They crippled
because he
him
had
so
the
he
power of the stone.
Do you
in
know
him.
I'm just realizing that right now?
I thought
That's
I
why
told
they
you
did
that.
The whole movie, I was like, hey, this dude sucks.
I had to.
Oh, no, he
I
was
didn't realize it
garbage.
until the second time I watched it. That's
Nah,
when I heard him say
that's
that.
the
When she was
first
like, "Oh,
thing.
how come it's not healing or something?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know, whatever."
They
Blah,
put
blah,
that thing in
yeah.
And she tried to but it closed. She tried to go in there and get, but it closed. His body closed.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
I told you that's why he was glitching the whole time.
Okay,
Well-
Thanos is a savage. Let's just say that.
Super savage.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I like him. Well, I can't fight anymore. I'm retired, and management is over here.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to catch a fade.
Oh man, we good. All right, praise God. I
Man, we
y'all having
appreciate
us.
you for real, for real. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Fat, you want to
Thank
say
you for
anything?
having us.
Thank you.
Sure. You be saying.
What's the saying that we say? I always forget. It's been a while. Thank you for tuning into
tuning
the
in.
Not So Cool podcast, where we make
Not being cool.
Is that it?
I think y'all said it the perfect way too. Y'all sounded like some not so cool people.
We're not cool.
It's an oxy.
We're not.
That's
Not
cool.
not the drugs, like the word.
This is why it's called the not so cool.
Yeah.
I feel ya. Hey, this is beautiful though, man. I like it, dog. Be yourselves, man. Appreciate y'all having us on.
I appreciate you coming for real.